Scott, I know you wrote an article about this, and I was thinking about it with Rodney McLeod, but with the Za'Darius Smith trade, there's just a sense of urgency that the Browns are operating with this offseason.
I certainly think so, Dave. And, Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski won't come out and say it, but that's just the reality. And, I don't know if it's so much about, the pressure being on them and them being in, potentially on the hot seat. I think it's more about, hey, they have a lot of talent. They have a lot of money invested, especially at the quarterback position. They think they're better than a team that missed the playoffs the last 2 years. So what can you do to change that and change it right now? And it's go spend a lot of money and trade for valuable assets and think more about 2023 than down the road. And I think you've seen that with the free agent signings. And I think you certainly saw it with the trades for Elijah Moore and then most recently Za'Darius Smith.
The other thing, tell me what you think about this, because as we thought through that, and I thought about it, I think what happened a season ago, you got Deshaun Watson. When you found out there was going to be a suspension and you found out how long the suspension was, you can't come out and say, oh, this is a lost year, but there wasn't the urgency that they're approaching this upcoming year with 17 games now with Deshaun Watson as quarterback.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. I don't think they would admit that. And, in an honest moment, I wonder what they would say. But yeah, your starting quarterback's not going to be available for however many games it was going to be, right? It winds up being 11. Even if it was 6, that's still a significant chunk of the season. Maybe you don't want to go all in that year. So I think you take that and then combine it with the fact that they disappointed last season, right? For the second year in a row, go 7-10, not go 7-10 for the second year in a row, but disappoint, follow an 8-9 season with 7-10 when the offense probably exceeded expectations without Watson. I think then everything points to, well, we got to fix a lot of stuff. And that's what the Browns have tried to do this offseason. And, it started with the coordinator changes.